If you have ever been misrepresented, if you've ever been lied on, if you've ever been accused of things you did not do and your character has somehow been assassinated, then this video is for you. You want to stick to the end of this video and let's talk about how to heal from false accusations and how to protect your peace while at it. Most people don't talk about this kind of things because of the shame that comes with it. But recently, I was speaking with an acquaintance, and she said, "Why don't you talk about this on the For Healing Girls YouTube channel?" And so that's what we're going to do. So if you're interested, then get something to hydrate yourself. Get your journal and your pen, because as usual, we're going to have reflections, journaling prompts, and, you know, affirmations to help us walk through our feelings and see what we can do to protect our peace and to heal from false accusations. So let's just ease right into it. Hello, my name is Omolola, and this is the For Healing Girls YouTube channel, a safe space for women from zero to the age of 99. I like to say that jokingly, but really, this is a space where we are trying to have conversations that matter. We love to talk about things that matter. We love to talk about things that are geared towards having an inner life that is filled with peace, with joy, and with calm. That's what this channel is about. So let's talk about how to heal from false accusations and how to protect your peace. Ah, this is a dicey topic for me. As I said, I got a request to talk about this, and I had to sort of go into my own experience and ask myself, have you gone through this before? And the answer is a definite yes. I have been lied on, I have been misrepresented, and that judgment felt really, really like hurtful. It felt like a wound. And it's not even because I was lied upon that I was hurt as much, but because of the betrayal. Most times, people who go about saying stuff about you that are simply not true are mostly people that you know, that you've allowed into your space, that you've probably called friend or are even family by blood, you know. And when these things happen, it can leave a state of shame, sometimes because of what was said. What was said was heavy, and you could feel ashamed of yourself despite the fact that it was a lie. So it's not easy to stay calm when your name is being dragged. It's not easy, but here's the truth. You don't have to prove your worth to people who already decided to not see you clearly. If someone lied about you to other people and those people ran with it, then why are you wasting your time trying to prove that you're innocent? Except, of course, this is a police case, and you're before a court of law. But if this is a civil matter between you and another individual, then why are you wasting your time doing, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but why are you going the wrong direction? Why are you trying to prove yourself? For me, I think that's the wrong direction. The direction that you want to go is to seek peace and to heal from what the person or the person said. So healing starts when you stop rehearsing the offense and you start to nurture yourself. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I am big on nurturing yourself because you are the most important person. Definitely after God. Yes, but you are the most important person. Without you, there would not be any of those things happening. You're real, you're here. So you have to nurture your soul, you have to nurture your spirit. And sometimes you have to nurture your reputation. And how do you do that? Let's talk about it. Number one, practical healing step to healing from false accusations. I think if you're a regular on this channel, you would have guessed it by now. Journal about it and talk to God about it. For me, I like to say before you tell the world about it, tell your journal and tell God. Talk to God about it. Tell your journal about it because journaling is in a form self talk. So self talk about it, journal about it, talk to God about it. And I do these three things all at once. When I am writing about something, I am at the same time talking to God about it. I am at the same time speaking to myself about it. And this is so healing. It sounds like cliche. Everybody talks about journaling, everybody talks about speaking to yourself, talking to God, but it is underrated. I love to journal about things that hurt me deeply. I love to journal about things that make me extremely happy. In this case, journal about what the false accusation was about. Journal about the emotions you're feeling. Just let your words go freely on your journal. Journaling has many forms. You must not sit in front of a camera, or rather, you must not write in your book about it, but you can sit in front of your camera and simply talk to your camera as I'm doing now. That's also a form of journaling. You can get a recorder and simply just record your voice. That's a form of journaling. And as you're doing that at the same time, talk to God about it. Don't let your emotions take the best of you and then you're calling your friends and your favorite people to gossip or to retaliate or to plan revenge. That's not the way to go if you want to have that inner peace that we all know is important. So you'll be surprised how writing about what you wanted to say will help you release the urge to actually say it. It works. Try it and let me know in the comment section if you've ever journaled and it did help you to sort of keep your mouth shut. Number two, pray instead of prove. I'm a Christian girly. I'm a Christian girly, and honestly, I have come to realize that there is nothing that prayer cannot solve. Nothing. Most times we're praying about promotion, abundance, money, career, husband, wife, friends. But have you ever spoken to God about your emotions? Because when I say pray, the image that could come to your mind is just. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about taking a sit, getting something to hydrate yourself because it's so important to me to hydrate, yeah. And just saying, God, you know what? I want to talk to you about the stuff that I'm going through. That's how I pray. Most times I don't have to do the whole that is important too. There's a time in your life that's that sort of prayer, that mode of prayer is important. But there's also the form of prayer that you just sit down and you're like, God, you know what? I am hurt. I am tired. There's a prayer that you're even standing and you're talking and you're gesticulating up and down. So pray about it. Don't force yourself. Don't force the situation. Don't try to just go up and down trying to prove yourself because not every battle is yours to fight. Not every battle is yours to fight. Sometimes God allows this moment to remind us where our identity comes from, not from people, not from their opinions, not from their hearsays and their gossips, but from Him. Yeah. Number three, stay close to truth. Don't get lost trying to manage the lie. You can see that in all the steps. I keep saying, don't get lost. Don't try to prove yourself. Don't go up and down trying to prove yourself. Stay calm. Focus on becoming so grounded in the truth that the lies won't shake you. And what is the truth? You know what the truth is. I don't know what your truth is. I don't know what they said about your character, but you know the truth. If the lie was on something like, say, you went for a party when you were not even at the party, for example, you don't want to focus on trying to prove that you were not at the party, yeah? So journal about the fact that, in fact, this is silly. Sometimes when you think about the lies that people have said about you, you realize that, like, what is this? This is actually silly. And number four, for me, very important. This is the most important point for me that I have learned is have compassion on the people who have gone ahead to lie about you, to assassinate your character, and to even recruit hatred and make other people dislike you. Have compassion on them, pray for them, because I realized that when you're so hurt, you begin to think that it's about you. But guess what? It's not about you. I've always said that when people treat you unkindly, most times it has nothing to do with you and has everything to do with the people or the person. So pray for this person, have compassion on this person, because you can imagine the kind of the kind of inner life such a person has to sit down and concoct, or is it concute? Is it, I think it's concoct lies about you. You can imagine the kind of turbulence in that person's spirit and soul. So have compassion on the person, pray for the person, release the person. As you're speaking to God, you will get to that point. It might take time. I'm not saying that this is a, if you do it today, you will feel like forgiving the person today. No. You will feel like having compassion on the person today. No. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying sit with it, pray about it, journal about it. You don't have to prove yourself. But there comes a time that you have to sit down and say, you know what? This lie was even silly, and I release this person. I'm not going to stay angry at you. What you said were not even true. And even if they were true, I still release you. I release you and I pray that you step into your higher self. Because here's the thing, every human being has a higher self. Every human being has a part of them that can be kind, can be loving, can be loyal, can be long suffering, can be genuine. I truly believe that every human being has that part of them, if only they are ready to do the inner work like you are doing. For you to be here watching this video, then realize that you are ready to do the inner work. So don't forget, number one, you want to journal about it. You want to speak about it with God and with yourself. Number two, you want to pray instead of going up and down trying to prove yourself. And number three, you want to stay close to the truth of who you truly are. And number four, you want to have compassion on this person that has gone ahead to assassinate your character. So let's talk about what the journaling prompt of this video is. If you're going through this right now, I have some journaling prompts that I've written down here on my computer, and I want you to take some time and write. And if you can write, I have a friend, and I know she's watching me. So, hi, you know yourself. She simply hates journaling. She does not like the idea of having to take her pen and write. I'm hoping she gets there, but she prefers to sit down in front of her phone and just talk the way I'm speaking now. So if that is your thing, by all means, yes, it still works. You want to talk about what they said about you and how it made you feel. That's the number one journaling prompt. Number two, what is the truth that I need to remind myself of who I am today? Number three, if God were to speak directly to me about this situation, what do I think He would say? If God was to speak to you about your character, as regards what that person said about you, as regards what the people said about you, what do you think God will say about you? And then number four, what boundaries do I need to set moving forward to protect my peace? If you write any of these prompts, or if you can even go ahead and just write half a page for the four, I bet you're going to get some form of clarity. And I hope that all these points have brought you some form of peace, and you're not going to continue searching out people to tell your own part of the story. People don't need to hear your part of the story. I had someone who told me that the people went around her family and told them that she had given birth before, and somehow they were lying about the child being her mom's. Meanwhile, the child was hers. That was the lie that was said. And I told her that, you know what? It's even funny. Sit down and laugh about it for a while. You don't have to go around telling people, oh, it's not true. I don't have a child. It's a lie. I told her that. I said, sit down, laugh about it, pray about it, and have compassion on these people for whatever reason that he had to go and conclude that huge lie about your life. And then the affirmation for this video is, I don't need to prove my worth to anyone. God knows my heart, and that's enough. I choose healing over defense. What they said does not define me. And finally, peace is my portion. I will not trade it for approval. So we've come to the end of this video. I'm going to allow some music to play while the affirmations are on the screen. Go ahead and just sit with it for a moment. Until my next video, it's bye.